It is officially the start of the playoffs, and we are taking on a very interesting team. A team that has always seemingly had a lot of talent, but has never been able to really put it together. And here they are, doing almost the same thing as a 9-8, barely making it in 7th seed. Another reason why it's a very interesting team is because it's the team, besides maybe this latest Raiders game, that we had our biggest successful game against, forcing 5 interceptions to Justin Herbert of all people, and it is just not something we have done all season long. And hopefully trends continue as if they are going to, then we can already almost start looking forward to the divisional round. But that's one of those things. It's the playoffs. Nothing is the same. The regular season basically doesn't even matter anymore. And obviously, with that being said, let's start the process of looking through some of the things. We got Player of the Week, Drake May, Patrick Queen, of course, the Defensive Player of the Week, and then Tariq Woolen and Jalen Hurts for the Offensive Player of the Week awards. We already looked at this last episode. In case you didn't, watch it or you didn't watch the rest of it because there was stats and awards in there, there's that. Let's take a look now, though, at injuries, which, thankfully, we're healthy. Let's take a look at the Chargers. I'm pretty sure they do have an injury, right? That's the Chiefs. And it's not the injury I thought it was going to be, though. Asante Samuel Jr. with a dislocated elbow out for one more week. I'm not somebody that's going to root for injuries, but I'm also not going to be begging for them to have their best cornerback in the lineup against us. So it is what it is. I'm just going to say that. Let's take a look at this Chargers team, though. Once again, a team that underperforms a lot of talent, especially a quarterback. Justin Herbert looks really good, athletic, throw power's there. You know what? Him and Drake May look really similar, don't they? They look really similar in ratings. Like, even the speed is, basically dead even. Running back, though, J.K. Dobbins. Not a guy with a high, longevity situation, and doesn't really look like a guy that's going to develop, but a very good running back for right now. He's got a little bit of speed, some jukeability, and dangerous in the screen game. As far as wide receivers go, they definitely need some more talent, but Ladd McConkey's a solid wide receiver 1. Troy Franklin is a developable wide receiver 2, and then Josh Palmer is actually a pretty solid slot-type guy. Quentin Johnston just doesn't seem like he's ever going to develop, and then Brendan Rice doesn't seem like he actually gets a chance to come out there on the field. And then tight end 1 is Savon Freeman, 6'6", not the fastest, but he's young, solid hands, and maybe a decent little security blanket. I mean, we've struggled against tight ends that have just bodied us up, slow or not. So that could still be a problem for us. Rashawn Slater, one of the best tackles in the league. Zion Johnson, actually a pretty good left guard. Fortner, the center, he's just kind of a fill-in average center. They need to get someone new. Will Fries is all right. And then Joe Alt, completes one of the best tackle groups in the league. Drake Jackson, a solid finesse edge rusher who's actually pretty athletic. And then right end, B.J. Harold Young, not that fast, not really even the right scheme, if we're going to be honest. Actually, no, he is the right scheme. It's actually Drake Jackson who isn't, but at 273, was it? I mean, I've seen lighter, I guess. Doesn't really fit, but Joey Bosa, almost the last dance for him. He's kind of looking like somebody that might retire soon. He's regressing really hard. Colson, obviously on the come-up, still developing, but looks pretty good. Bernard, another guy that, decently fast, similar type of player. And then right outside linebacker, Landry Morris, just out of nowhere looking great. I can see why, they got rid of Khalil Mack or let him go, obviously now on our team, but Landry Morris looks great. I mean, he's definitely the future of that edge position. And of course, looking at cornerbacks, without Asante Samuel, this is a really bad-looking group of corners. Not only is Kendall Fuller insanely slow, but the rest of the guys, even Darius Williams is slow. Tarheeb still is all right, but he's not really that good at man. If they decide to man up with us, we really have our choice. Pick your guy. I mean, they're going to be open all game long. Gilman, not that fast, but really, really good zone guy. And then obviously Derwin James, he's regressing. He's more of an instincts player now rather than just pure coverage. So, we'll see what happens with that. Definitely want to throw away from him. Both kickers with 96 kick power. Want to see if anything has really changed? I don't really see it. Last time they ran the ball against us, it was not good. We are the best run defense in the league, which is great. I'm glad to see it. As far as what we're expecting them to do, they're saying to defend the run inside. I don't see it. They're one of the worst teams attempts-wise for running the ball, and obviously they just are much more pass-happy, so I'm not really sure why they would suggest that. This is obviously a short route type of team, so we're going to be defending short. And then defensively, they just look horrible. Of course, you kind of expect with Joey Bosa and their other edge rusher, all their whole D-line's looking pretty good, to be fair, that they would be decent in the sack department. But yeah, everything else is another kind of pick your poison in a good way. I guess I didn't even pick your poison. Pick your, like, favorite flavored juice drink. I don't know. That sounds like the most generic drink of all time. Favorite flavored juice drink. My favorite, grape. It's great. Basically a 24th ranked team across the board. I mean, look at all these things. But yeah, they basically just let you have what you want. I think the short route stuff has kind of been good for us, so we're going to attack short. And then as far as what we're going to be focusing on here, I think this makes sense to me. So this is what we're going to be doing. And there you go, Roy Cobb. Probably going to lose his scheme fit here, but obviously finesse. We just go on and on and on about it. It is just by far the best upgrade with this year, especially for the interior of the line. It is just goated. I mean, it's just so good. Like, what are we doing? 5 power move. I get he's a rookie. They have kind of like a baseline setup thing where rookies do have a better chance to develop. It's why I'm not as afraid of age as much as I used to be. Which, to not take that out of context, that sounds sus. But yeah, we got a couple of other guys in here that really, are huge contributors. Both of our 92 overall corners, mind you. Man-to-man has been a great upgrade for us. Gonzalez is almost maxed in man, but you still usually do get zone coverage. Didn't this time, though. In 95 man coverage, which 98 with the morale boost or the staff stuff. So probably only going to do man-to-man one more time. Even though I do get a lot of success with zone upgrades, there's just kind of no point, right? You might as well focus, and we're not going to get one here. But great press upgrade. 97 man coverage for McKenzie, 91 zone. So yeah, probably going to just focus on zone for both of them going forward. And then we have Trey Faulkner, who definitely had a little bit of a down season, but has picked it up over the last few weeks. And like we said, once it's the playoffs, regular season doesn't matter. So this guy, he could become the greatest receiver in NFL history, postseason-wise. Give Edelman some run for his money. I don't even know who the best is, but Edelman comes to mind, especially as a Patriot here. Release is amazing. Break tackle, short route, stiff arm. Would love more trucking upgrades, but stiff arm upgrades are great too. We just want this guy. I don't think he'll ever become Gronk. He's 6'4", 244. Reminds me of a different type of tight end. He's a little bit shorter, more elusive, if you will, but looks pretty good still. Azeez Ojulari's got a great year. I'm really hoping for a dev up for him. 83 overall, speed rush, 3 to block shed, 2 to finesse, 2 to power move. What more can you want? I mean, he looks amazing. He's basically 90s and, those 2 really important ratings. Then we have a bunch of other guys. Some of them we might not look at because look at how far this list goes. If they're really significant, you'll see them, but, really, most of this you don't need to see. This is kind of behind-the-scenes stuff. We'll look at Keaton Mitchell, who really didn't get that much burn this year. He got injured, never really felt the same, and, he's finally healthy for the postseason, full on, so you might see him a little bit more, but at the same time, this is Stevenson's, life, and we're all just kind of, it's his world, and we're all kind of living in it, so I'm going to give us the best chance to win by just giving the ball to the guy that's best equipped to carry the ball 30 times in a game and just make the defense suffer. Run block finesse, great upgrade. We need run block power as well, but Blackwell's just slowly getting there as, one of the better tackles in the league. He's taken a while, and he hasn't been perfect, but, more and more, it's going to happen. It's going to get there. All right, we got 2 guys that actually are kind of, special players on the team. We have Marte Mapu, who's really good in coverage, talking about a guy that could even move back to safety at one point, but obviously right now we need a linebacker. 4 to block shed is really good for, 73 block shed, 80 zone coverage, 88 speed at 6'3" for a safety would be really good. But yeah, his longevity, his future, it doesn't look like he's going to be one of those elite players, but obviously a really solid role player. Javon Baker with a +2 in overall, which he got 3 to release, 1 to catch in traffic, 2 to break tackle, 1 to spec, 1 to deep route. Not really the route running upgrade I would have hoped for, but obviously looking really good. A guy that I don't want to lose because he's a really solid role player, and we seem to always have some big name guy injured. But this is a guy that, late second, early third, at least late second in my opinion, trade value wise. We'll have to keep our options open, but that's beside the point as we're heading into this game, which is hopefully one of many in this playoff series, which starts with the Los Angeles Chargers at home. Let's get it. And here we go. Of course, the 2 quarterbacks that are basically a spitting image of each other, at least in style and ability. going to be facing off one-on-one against each other in, obviously, a really important game. The playoffs. Really hoping there is not going to be any snow. It looks like it's just going to be cold, which is good. Cold should help us. Freaking Chargers. They're, not really used to it, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like half the time we're used to it. That's why I really wanted to avoid that snowy weather game, is even though we run the ball well, it just doesn't usually bode well for us. We've avoided it, thankfully, and obviously we can just focus on the game and task at hand. Obviously, our run defense looks to match up really well against their run offense, as they just don't run the ball well in general. Didn't really do so well against us last time we played him. And obviously, we've been limiting some really, really good run teams to very short amount of yardages. And it's really been the pass game that struggled for us. They're a pretty good pass offense, but I think this matchup works really well for us. And with Asante Samuel Jr. not playing, I think our pass and offense will also have a really good game. So I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, so far, as we have a really bad start on special teams, but I like our odds here. I really like our odds here, and I would be disappointed, to say the least, if we drop this one. So play to our strengths, keep it simple, don't force anything, get it the next time, and honestly, on the opposite side of that spectrum, take the ball away again. I don't know if we're going to get 5 interceptions on Herbert again, but if we can get a few more, that'd be a great start, as he quickly throws it to the outside, and Gamble just somehow gets spun on, and what should have been maybe a gain of 1 or 2, maybe even a knockout, is a first down. It looks like they're going to start out here on the second first down with a run, and they will not. It's a play action. We're cutting across the field. Deep is wide open. He's going to take that deep, though. I don't think that's open, and Jabril almost comes away with a takeaway. Unfortunately, couldn't get that foot down, as he was really outstretched there. Really good recovery there. Herbert won it all. Probably had the crosser left and just didn't take it. But hey, that works for us. We're not going to complain about it. Obviously, this is a great way for them to try and develop their run game. Spread us out a little bit, not allow our linebackers there. And Gamble might have had a pick. Gonzalez knocked it away. The only consolation there I can say to Gonzalez is we've seen Gamble this season. He's dropped a lot of picks, like a lot of them. So who even knows? That was a layup, and still you never know if he would have got that. And unfortunately to the outside, what we do know is that they will continue the drive with a pass to Quentin Johnston for 12. Real opportunity there, is he just threw it right at him. Gamble would have had that. I'm surprised Gonzalez didn't even go for it. And they will finally run the ball, and they're going to maneuver their way for a gain of 4, which I will say, the look that they had to only get 4 proves that it might be another one of those games. And normally I say, hey, relax, it's the playoffs, we don't want any unnecessary penalties, but no, I want something. I want some extracurriculars, if you will. And he's going to have nowhere to go. Herbert's going to run and still get a few yards. Huge hit, though, by Gamble. Gains 2. It really does feel like defensively we don't have that kind of loudmouth, mentality. We don't really have a guy that stands out above the rest, right? As Gonzalez gets beat on third down, another third down conversion. Like, who on this defense is really like the face of the team? Like, who's the face of, like, if the league, people are looking around the league at us, who would they see on this defense as like that guy, right? Like Gonzalez and McKenzie, maybe it's because they're both so good that they don't stand out, but I don't see it. Like, offensively, you got Stevenson, you've got May, you've got even Patton now, you've got Polk. And there goes a sack. Ojulari, maybe he's the guy. Maybe that's the guy we're talking about. He's had a great season. Statistically, I think Uche might have been better, but considering Aziz goes against the left tackle, which is typically the team's best lineman, I still think he's probably the best edge rusher. Still definitely the most successful as well. It's not only about sacks, it's about pressures. And I feel like Uche's been in on a lot more like coverage stuff rather than pure winning his matchup. Got to be careful here. We're bringing blitz, and it doesn't take much. We were there. They didn't give us the pick. Jelani Tavai is there. He forces it right at us, and Johnston's going to convert another third down. Another third down conversion. They're now at the 4-yard line, having a great drive. Free rush, Marte Mapu. Loss of 2. The one thing we will not be fearful of is the run game. So do what you got to do. You're not beating us on the ground. And back of the end zone. Nice knockout by Gamble. Will Disley trying to go up there for that one. 3rd and goal from the 7. Bad things have happened when they've had time. Obviously, the interior is a little scary here if they find a way. But we're bringing the blitz off the edges. The DBs are coming. And it's going to be a sit-down route. Gamble with help is going to stop him to the 1. What are they going to do? And not really super surprised here. It's the playoffs. They're going to go for it from the 1. This will pin us if we don't, if we stop them. So, win-win. Beasley will not get it. Denied by Beasley. We will not lose to the run game. Unbelievable stand after countless amounts of 3rd down failures. And the offense, while happy to see 0 points are on the opposite scoreboard, are definitely going to be a little worried operating from their own 1-yard line. Obviously, Drake May has been great this year. A lot of turnovers, but also a lot of touchdowns, a lot of scoring drives. One of the best offenses in the league still. We're going to start out with a fullback dive, see if Pat Ricard can get something. He's got that power, gains about 2. If we have to punt it, so be it. We will not throw a pick here. We will not throw a pick. And Stevenson's going to find a little bit of a lane. I really thought we had that freaking 1st down. Maybe we hurry up to the line. Are they ready for this? I don't think so. They shift him over. And Stevenson is going to get denied. There's no way. We shouldn't have hurried up. We're going to have to punt it. We should not have hurried up there. I will say, though, I don't know how the hell Stevenson's change direction is that bad. Pretty good punt. He obviously will have to fair catch this, and it'll be at the 43. It's a tough situation, You get the stop, which is amazing, but you're at your own 1, and you're pretty much forced to run. Otherwise, you have a chance of throwing a pick 6 or something like a sack into a safety, as Marty Mapu is going to get in there again for a tackle for a loss of 2. We're not going to lose to the run game. They can try all they want. I know you're supposed to play the run. Can't be one-dimensional, but against us, you might have to be. And especially when this wide open, why wouldn't you, as Uche is lost? Uche is supposed to drop over into that zone, doesn't right away, and then in space just doesn't tackle the guy. Where's Uche? Uche, basically plays a hook there. I don't know what he's doing. Beasley over the middle, outside. We got to get over there. Good hit. Gain of 5, though. We'll see what happens in this drive if they have another 4th down and short, if they go for it or not. And that's a good trick play. Oh, no. Get off the block. McKenzie can't get off the block. And that's going to be a massive reverse touchdown to Troy Franklin. I actually can't believe McKenzie just could not get off the block. He just got, it's like freaking prime Hines Ward out there blocking him, apparently. And he spins inside. I don't know what he's doing. Touchdown Chargers. I've never seen a wide receiver block that well before, especially with the size difference. I mean, McKenzie should be able to, lift him up, basically, and throw him down. As Harper, if he got a little bit earlier block from Ricard, might have been able to slip left. First official drive, I don't care what anyone says, that we've had this game. Let's see what we can do with it. Outside there, and good job, Douglas. Maneuvering well, almost a horse collar, gains 8. I like the look. We had the numbers. I felt good about it. Let's go to the right against Joey Bosa and trying to cut it inside. Stiff arms through. Oh, Ramondre Stevenson for 60. What a play. I cannot believe he broke through that. This man is unbelievable. The best run of the season for him. Wow, and he was tired. He was tired. I mean, he just bowling balled them. Ramondre Stevenson scoring from this is unbelievable. That is crazy. Look at him go. I mean, he is gone. Unbelievable stuff. Ramondre just ran for more yards than hopefully, if trends continue, the Chargers will all game long. And, they got some pretty good blocks. Good job by Gamble, though. Of course, he's still going to gain a ton of yards there, and we maybe spoke too soon. But slowed him down enough. That cost them probably 5 yards. Gamble's been a little up and down this game. Had a really, really big knockout in the end zone on 2nd down. So, you can't really complain about that. And I can't believe he held on. Great job by Quentin Johnson for 6. And that will be the end of the first quarter. All right. A bit of an interesting one, right? The Chargers start out with a really good drive. Can't score. Sit us down at the 1. The field position really just, it struck us, right? We couldn't really get out of it. They end up scoring a touchdown on the next drive, and then we get a huge touchdown to Ramondre. I think our offense is going to be fine. It's just the defense so far is playing a little worse than we thought. We're not really even focusing on the run either, and we're stopping it well. So you would think the pass game would just by default be playing better. You got that cross look. I just bumped our own guy. Oh, no. There goes freaking Herbert. Massive gainer to the 23. That is the big problem with this team, though, is you've got yourself two amazing tackles that are going to make it hard to pass rush all game long. And Beasley, we leave the middle open. Jabril steps up, doesn't read the ball, and that'll be touchdown number 2 for the Chargers. Yeah, Jabril has his own man to cover, but, you know, he steps up. Man, that is tough because that guy, he is open. He is open. I don't imagine he assumes McKenzie's going to get beat that hard. All right, offense has got to, continue to try and be perfect. Obviously, it wasn't perfect in that first drive, but it's basically a void play. Good job by Douglas as Ramondre buries through a guy, gets hit hard, but gains 9. Really don't want to run into this play. I'd prefer to run, kind of dive if I would, but, oh, that works. Oh, wow, they're not even going for him, and Ramondre is just not going down easily. Playoff Ramondre is in full effect right now. I do like that outlook, but I'm going to run it again. You're going to give me a decent run game, and I'm gonna take it. Ramondre back left, just worry about the stamina concerns, potential injury risks. And Ramondre bounces it about as well as you could, as our guys did not block well against you. All right. Not saying we're forced to throw the ball here, but I don't like the look, so I'm going to throw it. It was always going to be Patton. A little overthrown, but Patton, he's got that wide range of catch, so good job. That large radius is going to work out. And I think if we can get this all the way right, we're going to have some room. And we're going to have to bounce that back in as the tight end. I get it. He's trying to, seal it, but if he stays outside there, we got room. What makes Ramondre so dangerous, though, is the change of direction kind of plays, making the vision moves. I'm going to throw that inside. A little behind. Try to avoid the DT, who actually kind of came off the block. Thought he was going to go put his hands up. First down, big one to the 16. Now, it sure would be crazy to hit him with their own play, but the fact that they're double stacking Patton worries me a little bit. Oh, God. Polk is going to get completely read by Bosa, and we lose 5. Or we kind of have that corner strike, which we love, and then if Polk can get open quickly on the inside, might have that as well. And we also have Drake May, who can run. Drake May has an angle, gets just about the first. Drake Jackson with some speed there, though. I didn't know how that middle linebacker was going to play the deep in by Polk. It seems like he left him, but I was willing to take this scramble, and somehow we just let him in wide open. I really don't know if I agree with going for it here. If your offensive line is capable of missing a block that badly, how can I really trust them on this down? I don't know. But I get it. It's that type of game. We're doing it. Douglas, touchdown. There you go. Worth it every time. 4th and 3. I mean, I think if that's under 4th and 5, 4th and 6, you got to go for it in a game like this, especially with your defense playing like this. Great throw. Amazing route. Douglas, always as clutch as possible. Perfect. That was a tough decision. I was thinking 60-40 field goal, but I'm glad we decided to go with the risk. It worked out. Paid off, and it's all tied up again. We're all over the place. That guy's wide open. McKenzie. Oh, that's not even McKenzie. It's Gonzalez. It's Will Dissly, who's, always seemingly putting up numbers against us, does it again. I don't really need to blitz. I don't think we need to blitz on rundowns. If it seems like a run, I don't think we're going to blitz, and we're not on it. The short drag looks of the tight ends have been pretty brutal against us. Okay, this time I'll blitz because they just have so many, non-wide receivers out there. Why wouldn't I? Option. Oh, what a try, but of course we had the help there with Marte Mapu. 3rd and 5. Yeah, we're going to get a little more aggressive with the blitz. We're going to actually press this time. We'll see what they want to do with the running back. We might run in if they block, obviously. And a really good throw inside, wide open. Dial, who's played really well this season, gets beat again. We just can't play defense. We're struggling her. I don't know what that was, but yeah, we're struggling her. Gamble playing the hook. Staying near the line of scrimmage in case of a run. Looks like neutral zone infraction. Yeah. I hate that. Encroachment. I don't know if that was the right call, but it doesn't really matter. 5 yards, 5 yards. All that really matters here. Have a really good situation now. Can't step up on him. And man, the speed of Quentin Johnston somehow. We'll say this is a good situation for us. from the 9, first and goal. No matter what they do, they cannot bleed this clock out. We will get a chance with ball before half and after. I'm really going to need this defense to tap into whatever they did against Herbert last time, because right now they look horrible. We're bringing it. Can't get them, and great tackle, though. We're going to call one timeout. We're going to drop them out a little bit. And Herbert is going to throw it, and I tried to go for the pick, and we couldn't jump. Jelani Tavai doesn't have the jump. He doesn't have the hops. Troy Franken with his second touchdown of the game. And honestly, there's a major problem that I don't know if we can fix in this game, and that is we don't have pass rush. We have no rush at all. And here we go with a return. And try to pitch it. Wouldn't let me. That would really sucked. I think he had a great chance there. Decent return anyways. Right, usually it's like a 3rd and long situation where we're running the screen. I'm going to go with a first down screen, see if they're not ready for it. Which they aren't, but can't get the ball off. I don't know how May's not getting that ball off. May's not a small guy. He's got to get that ball to the receiver. And in behind Patton, great route to the 44. Beautiful play. Good blocking. Don't know why that clock just dipped so hard, by the way. Oh, he overthrew him, and that's going to be picked off. Oh, no, Drake May. Oh, no. They're going to say we left it a little long. Don't know if I agree with that. That's not good. Get over there. Good hit, but it's a first down. It doesn't matter how good the hit is if it's a first down. Coverage been terrible. Oh, that pick sucks so much. That would have been a perfect drive to... You know, if we had to win the game by having the last possession, sure, but now I don't know if that's going to be enough. They technically control the destiny of this game. If they at least score a field goal, that is. Which, I mean, they look pretty promising to do so. That's another perfect first down. Out of bounds as well. Let's go, though, Ojulari. Screen pass, can't get off, and good job by the DT. Finally, we create something. We do something. Come on, Ojulari. And, of course, holds on to it. Obviously, a timeout means nothing to me, so I'm not going to call any. 3rd and 2, though. See if we can get off the field. We're going to be pressing, bringing the safeties up a little bit in case it is a run. We might have a chance to blow it up. Oh, he's offside. And over the middle. Got to bring him down to the 8. Recovered barely on that streak. Clock's all the way down to 16 all of a sudden. Wide open over the middle. Get him! We did stop him. To the 1, I think this will be a field goal. Oh my God, what a close call. Sure, Gamble didn't get it, but that is an unbelievable clutch play to at least grab him and slow him down enough to get the help that he needed. That is crazy clutch. I mean, that was literally centimeters, slight bit more effort away from being a 14-point game. All right, we ran that trick reverse last time. Didn't work. But maybe this time we'll actually get some opportunity here. Oh, there you go, Patton. Damn, dude, there's so much potential in that play, and it just doesn't have the juice to go. Nice return, but it's still going to be a 10-point deficit into halftime, where outside of an overthrow, I don't know what we could have done more. I really don't know. Outside of the overthrow interception, what could we have done differently so far? I don't know. The Chargers are just on one right now. Of course, looking across the AFC, the Chiefs and the Ravens still have yet to play, and the Texans and Raiders, same difference. There's no way we're being taken out by the 7th seed. I just refuse to allow it. Back to the ground game, make every drive count, and maybe one of these times the defense can stop the Chargers. Maybe. I mean, we said it. Stop the short pass, and we just can't. We somehow are getting destroyed. And our guy does not block at all. That is just horrible by Baker. Like, that's just unacceptably bad by Baker. He just didn't. He had 2 chances to block and missed both. Inside, Polk will gain about a first down. Maybe better that he didn't, because we have a chance here in 2nd and 1. And the way our defense is played, it's almost 4-down territory for the whole game. Polk, good job. Actually cuts up field to the 40. Very confident that Polk was going to run that route all the way through, and I had an option to look deeper. Thankfully, Polk did not disappoint. What happened there is exactly what I expected to happen. Good play. Good job by the guard, and Stevenson gets a couple of blocks. Stevenson to the 41, over 100. Trying to play as simply as possible, trying to limit mistakes. Oh, wow. And that's one of the mistakes. What a play by Blackwell. One of the mistakes we're talking about you can't have. How are you fumbling? I get it. Maybe you just don't expect to be pressured that quickly. But we cannot fumble the ball there. Screen pass didn't work last time. We'll actually get this ball out there this time, though. Ramondre, with ability, can't get a broken tackle. Gain 6. All right, we have stick. I'm liking Faulkner. I'm liking Faulkner a lot. Felt like zone coverage. As soon as I figure zone coverage, I know they're going to be playing a little soft. Faulkner's open. Sure, could have went wrong. Didn't. That's all that matters. Inside handoff. Let's get that motion. Oh, my God. What are you doing, Polk? Polk just completely leaves his guy. All right, we love that quick throw over, but we'll see if they actually played or not. And I panicked it. What a try there by Patton. Panicked hard there. Ridiculous panic. Not even just a panic on, like, seeing it and thinking he's open, but just to float it to him because we're like, oh, God. You know? Faulkner holds on. It's going to be inches. Got to go for it. Pat Ricard's been pretty dependable. Let's hope. Pat Ricard, there you go. He's got 2 every time. Gonna go to the moneymaker when it comes down to it, you know? There goes Douglas. It's a terrible throw. I can't believe Douglas didn't try for it, though. I don't understand why that ball is so far behind him, though. I really like Polk here. Let's see what we got. That's crazy. What a catch and throw. The corner's watching him, and he just doesn't know what to do. Because, yes, you see, I don't know why they're challenging this, but you see, you know, inside, outside all the time, but, like, and you know we're a team that loves to throw that out, but if he banks on that out, Polk with the route running's gone, you know. There's no way we don't score here. And Ramondre down to the 1. I couldn't bounce it all the way. I felt like they had leverage. This I don't feel as comfortable with, but it's still Pat Ricard. I still believe in him. Oh, good push. And we don't get it! How is Pat Ricard not in the end zone there? What are we doing? I genuinely don't understand how that's not a touchdown. Pat Ricard back to it. Fullback dive. There you go. I don't know how that's not a touchdown, but sure. Touchdown. Took us a while. About half the third quarter, but we scored again. 21-24. Defense has done nothing. Our pass rush has done nothing, so I might as well QB contain because Herbert's rolled out a lot. Maybe we'll catch him off guard. Good tackle. Good teamwork. Gain of 3. It's all right. Oh, damn. I didn't even see 3 tight end. I mean, we got our linebackers in anyways for the most part. It's going to be an option. We're not ready for it. And I can't really blame Barmore there. Good hit. No fumble. Bring in the blitz. Jelani. And over. Oh, that's going to be a touchdown. That is unbelievable. Justin Herbert's dying. He's dealing. He's dealing in this one. I can't believe him. There's genuinely been 0 stop. Like, we just can't stop him. And, you know, I'm trying to limit as much as I can. Don't want to force something. And hell, forget it forcing something. Just trying not to have an error, an overthrow. See Patton go route. Douglas, perfect throw. Huge yardage. Huge yardage. Down to the 33. We like to see it. Beautiful play. Really like this stretch look. And our receivers just did nothing there. Good play. I'm going to hurry up to the line and see what we're looking at. They're definitely going to play it better, but I still like a dive here. I did not want it to go that way. Good job by freaking Ramondre to gain 2. Was under the impression that, yeah, we were going to be running that right. Didn't have that. Perfect throw. What a catch by Douglas. That was tough. You know, he was open, threw it to him early. Maybe a little too early. Maybe these are things that happen. I don't know. And we get some pretty good blocks. Try to bounce it out. Maybe should have cut that in. 7. And I think they might... No, we had an injury. I think Stevenson just got hurt. Mitchell can't really get in there for the first. And it sure as hell looks like we had an injury. Let's actually turn this into an out route, Douglas. Please. And overthrown. You've got to be joking me, man. Bruised knee. I really should have put him back in there and ran this ball. Back to the fullback dive. Pat Ricard. I mean, they haven't really stopped it. We've stopped ourselves. And there goes Ricard. Ricard! Down to the 1. We're hurrying up. We're getting into this end zone. Back to him. And he's in again! That's why you get the 300-pound fullback in there. All right, back down by 3. For the love of God, defense, please get a stop. Start of the 4th. And he holds on to that. It's 2 yards, so it's good defense, but still. I can't believe he holds on to that. Who's in there? Brooks. I mean, you got a lot of DBs in, so kind of expected. Damn, I can't turn around that quick, and there goes Brooks getting beat, as expected. I genuinely just don't know what we can do on defense. Tavai out wide against a wide receiver is crazy. Oh, there you go. Free rush Uche. Loss of 5. They made a mistake there. Blown assignment that time. Looking like they might run it to try and soften the 3rd down blow, but I don't know if they really are that good of a run team to be doing this. They are with those blocks. Oh, wow. They really sold there, though. Gain of 6, 3rd and 9. Yeah, their run defense, their run offense does suck. Going to the only play I know. The only blitz I know that has a chance to get in there in a hurry. And they have all day to throw. Perfect defense, Gamble. He has been clutch today. Herbert gave his big fella a chance, and we played defense. There we go, boys. Don't mind their offensive line playing perfectly on that blitz, by the way. To forget about it. 4th and 9, 8 minutes left, down 3. Play smart. No Stevenson, though, and a bad punt. Oh, never mind. Stevenson said, you do realize it's the playoffs, right? I am not staying out of this game. You're crazy. Could have maybe had the crosser, but if I have a 1st down, I'm taking it. 12 to Stevenson. Just sucks that our defense has played this poorly today against a team that they had 5 picks against. There goes Stevenson. Gains about 10. And now Sutton is injured, unfortunately. Going to go with the trap play. Run away from that linebacker. There goes Stevenson. I got to say, after being injured, he looks fresh. Who would have thought him come out of the game a little bit would be so good? Let's go with stick. I'll throw it away. Good throwaway, Drake, you freaking legend. I do got to say, though, their pass defense has been insane. Specifically, obviously, that pass rush. It has been good. Throw it to Faulkner early. Setting up that 3rd down and short. Patton also injured. Obviously, got to just sit him. I mean, you don't obviously have to, but I guess, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I really like this play. Last time we ran this, it didn't really work out. And we made the wrong read, but Stevenson got the blocks. 1st down. He actually did drop back, too. We had him, and just a little bit of PTSD from that close call. 6 minutes left. Gonna bounce this all the way out. Great blocking off the edge. Want to beat. Maybe should have went power. Nice stiff arm to the 6. It's more inside zone. I really don't want to throw the ball in this situation. I just want to hand it off, get into the end zone that way. Stevenson got to fight a whole damn squad for 1. I have liked the stretch. Run over to that tight end side, maybe. Pretty good blocking. Great cut by Stevenson. That was filthy. Touchdown. The lead is ours. Damn, that cut was so hard. I'm surprised the ground didn't just, create a sinkhole. Stepped into the ground so hard on that cut. I mean, that was, the sharpest cut he's ever had. It's crazy. All right, 5 minutes. We were looking in dime, so, I mean, they could try to run this ball, set up, a little bit of a slower offense, which in turn obviously wastes the clock a bit. Look at Dobbins. Look at freaking Dobbins, dude. 12 yards on what should have been 3. It's still not going to get us out of dime, though. Our coverage has been terrible. I cannot come out of dime. Our run defense is good enough, even in dime, to probably make a stop. But I can tell you this much. If we have these linebackers out here, we are not stopping a soul in coverage. Not a chance. Keep it contained. Maybe we catch Herbert off guard. Throwing the ball. Jelani Tavai, 1-on-1. Does a great job. Only allows 1. 3rd and 4. Yeah, we're the number 3 takeaway team. We have 0 today. That's the big talking point. Especially considering the last game we played against, and we took the ball away 5 times through the air. We're bringing the blitz off the edge there, but we're going to be short covering with Dial. Inside crap, and he has him. Oh, I didn't know he was going to have to jump for it. Good tackle by Jabril to the 28. If I knew he was going to have to jump for it, I would have actually tried to press that attack, but I figured it was just an easy pitch and catch. Oh, there's a lot of bodies there. Yeah, they kind of ran into each other there. Maybe trying to set up the pick, and they kind of picked their own guy up. And Gonzalez forces the knockout. 3rd and 10, of course, 4-down territory. If we can get him to that down. I don't like Brooks faking him out. Get in there. Got the running back. In trouble! Herbert still not down. Now down. Cobb, the rookie. It's 4th and 17. We're bringing an edge blitz in man. It's 4th down. Oh, Lord. Turn around! What are you doing, McKenzie? He's running out of bounds. The Chargers convert. These corners have been terrible. McKenzie's running out of bounds. I don't know where he thinks the yard line ends, but the white line is not a suggestion from the 14-yard line. They need the touchdown. We're bringing the blitz. We've switched. Gonzalez, nice knockout again. He's in the zone, and he's playing like it. I mean, if we can't get the stop on 4th and 17, bringing the blitz right as he's being hit, I don't know how good I feel about our other chances. Good defense there. Gain of 3. That's okay. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 4-point game. Oh, my. This has been a crazy one. Somebody just get in, please. Over the middle. Oh, there's nobody on him. The deep safety just left him. Chargers take the lead. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. The safety just doesn't pick him up. Gamble just, I mean, he just falls asleep. I don't know where he's covering. I mean, that seems pretty straightforward to me. I mean, I don't know, like, who's back here? We genuinely have to run press man and pray every time. Our zone coverage sucks. It's terrible. We're in the 90s in, like, almost every player, and we suck. And you could say they have a lot of time to throw and whatnot, but at the end of the day, the guy's wide open right away. You know, he just took too long to throw it, really. It wasn't because he had time to throw it. It's because he took too long. Harper, good return. Almost to the 40. I mean, it's been the offense all day, having to try and save the game. Just need a field goal. Screen pass out there. Starting out with our bread and butter. Absolutely terrible blocking, though. We had 2 guys. They had to block 1 with them. The clock is moving way too quick, though. I do not like that. We're going to go 5 wide. Patton inside. That should be clear. Try to fall down. We'll call 1 timeout. Play's always so hit or miss for me. So hit or miss. Enough time to throw it. He's open. It's a dot! Patton is in! 109 in the 4th. Hit this extra point. What a throw by Drake May. And we have to rely on our defense again. I really seriously gave it a consideration to not go in. I really did. And can you really blame us? I mean, I still even, right now, I'm thinking, what are we doing? What a play. The deep post. We had time. Was going to roll out and just run. The kicker's got to bring him down. That is crazy. To the 35. I mean, I guess you run cover 4. Safety's been terrible. The corner's been terrible. Not really worried about a run, but we still got to bring 4. Over the middle. It's going to be a quick throw to the outside. Bring him in. Of course, he fights his way out of bounds at the 47. It's more cover 4. I mean, this is tough. We're over there. No, we're not. There's no way he gets out of bounds. Oh, my God. They barely tripped him up. They're 32 already. I mean, this is crazy. But there's nothing I can do. I can't play more aggressively because we've played terribly playing normal. So, like, this is almost our, like, version of trying something different. Oh, no! That would have been so perfect. I can't believe how open he was there, though. I mean, I get it. We're playing, I mean, he's just wide open right in the middle of the field. That's a bad play. There we go. Somebody help? I don't think this is smart for them to let this clock run. Yeah, I was about to say, you got to call a timeout there. Still protecting that end zone. I worry, though, because they have all the underneath. They've got all the room in the world to work. I'm leaving that tight end open. It's all right. I was leaving him open purposely. It's going to waste a lot of clock. A lot of clock. Come on, fellas. 7 seconds. One of the last plays. Back of the end zone. Into the field goal line. Here it is for all the marbles. You know what? Call me crazy. I'm going 3-man deep. Protect this end zone, fellas. Wide open. Quentin was wide open. Picked! We win! Oh, my God, this game. Holy. Hands on head. Unbelievable game. I mean, just the defense not playing well. And that's the wild card round. I mean, holy crap. 42-38. The defense finally did something. And it was really because the Chargers didn't manage it as well as humanly possible. I mean, I can't believe how bad the defense was, but shout out to the offense. The offense was unbelievable. They were so good. The only bad thing they had was the overthrow. The overthrow to the tight end, that was a pick. And there it was, speaking of. I mean, outside of that, it was perfect. You know, from our own one, we got out a little bit to, punt the ball. Didn't fumble or anything like that. So many fourth down conversions in this one. Herbert was a literal god. Of course, the interception happened right at the end. What a damn game. I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous game. Pat Ricard with 2 touchdowns. This is the most we've ever used him. Stevenson obviously had a miraculous game. I mean, 60-yarder on that. I mean, the breakaway that he had there was crazy. Receiving, Troy Franklin had some plays. Douglas was great. Patton was great. Polk had a couple of clutch ones. Defensively, what do we got? Sack for Cobb, Bosa, Uche, Ojulari. A lot of coverage stuff for the most part, to be fair. Derwin James and Christian Gonzalez with picks. And we barely pull out the win. That was so damn nerve-wracking. That was easily the toughest game I've ever played of, like, Madden. Probably ever. Like, besides a user, one head-to-head. That was insane. It was crazy. For the game to come down, and of course there's no pick on the final play, which is crazy as well. I keep saying crazy. For the game to come down on the last play from the 15-yard line. I don't like that. I don't like that. Of course, here you go with the 50-yarder. He could have maybe taken underneath. I figured somebody would pick him up, and Gilman does. Maybe you have that deep in, but I mean, Gilman's watching it the whole way. And then here, I was going to roll, get me some 10 yards, and I seen Patton try to stop. Didn't allow me to, but the throw's good. Patton catches it. I still thought about going down, but you know what? It's there. Take it. And Ramondre Stevenson, who is literally like playoff god, playoff royalty, has himself an upgrade. I don't remember what we wanted. Like, change direction's kind of a big issue for him, so I guess you go elusive. I think the big kind of thing, though, we were talking about is power move because of his regression points. 3 to spin, 1 a juke move. You can't go wrong with that, to be fair. So I guess change direction's just not going to happen. So we're gonna hold the next upgrade if he even gets one, because he's 23K away for power move. Go with power move going forward, because at 28 years old, even as an X Factor, he will regress pretty badly, I'd say. But we, of course, win that game in spectacular fashion. I mean, what a game. That was ridiculous. Of course, was the first playoff game, which was amazing. I just can't believe it, dude. Like, why did we have to work so hard there? 9-8 Chargers, I mean, they're a good team. They are a good team, and you got Herbert, so anything can happen, but that was challenging. Divisional round, we have, one of many really good teams left to play. I don't know who. If we're going to project, you have the Colts, who we can't play. The Colts are playing what? I guess it could be we could get unlucky here and play we could play the Ravens, right? If the Ravens win, we play the Ravens automatically, don't we? But the Chiefs, we could actually automatically avoid them as well. So if the Chiefs win, we're playing the Raiders or the Texans. But if the Ravens win, we're playing the Ravens. So whatever happens, that's all that matters, right? Obviously, it could be Raiders or Texans, but what happens in that game is truly what matters the most. So that's going to be a tough one, whether it's the Ravens or the Raiders and Texans. I guess the good thing is we can't play the Chiefs, thankfully. No chance at the Chiefs, which is awesome. So this year, arguably, the first round bye, even though it could still be the Ravens anyways, is the best to have, without a doubt. So there's a really good chance we're playing the Raiders or the Texans, and the Colts are playing, the Chiefs, potentially. So we'll see what happens. What a game. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate good support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, Pkr Plays for non-Madden content. I've been playing the Black Ops 6 campaign on Veteran lately, and there's a really fun mission that we're going to have up there later tonight. I definitely recommend checking it out. If you like zombies, that's all I'm going to say. They kind of went crazy with the campaign. It's a really fun mission, so definitely check it out if you're interested. And that's about it. We'll probably have some sort of rebuild tomorrow based on some of the trade block kind of things. And that's where we'll leave it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And shout out to the members of the channel for being members. You guys are freaking amazing. And if you guys out there aren't members yet and you're watching at this point, maybe click the join button next to the subscribe button, and it'll show you all the details you need to know. And yeah, appreciate you guys a ton. I'm going to lie down. See ya.